may think back to a time when you had an idea, but you didn't move forward with it because you weren't sure where to begin. This has happened to me 2 crucial times since I've been in business. Once when I wrote my book, The Black Girl's Guide to Living on Purpose in 2015, and then again when I was about to launch my podcast in 2018. What helped me move from fear in these instances and turn those ideas into action was having an awesome mentor and a supportive community, which is why I'm so excited to introduce you to Activate, an online learning platform and community for women of faith in business who need assistance turning their ideas into action. Did you know that 543,000 new businesses are created every month? And of those businesses, 10% are owned by Black women. What I thought was so interesting, though, is that 3% of business owners have advanced business degrees, which tells me that a lot of us are winging it or spending a ton of time on YouTube University. Sadly, though, 42% of businesses fail because there is no market need, which tells me that we need to do more research and development before launching. Hi, I'm Brieanna Lightfoot Smith. I'm the creator of Activate. I have 10 years experience in education, 5 years in curriculum development, and 8 years in entrepreneurship. The thing I love about Activate with this learning platform is that when people sign up for $69 a month, they get guides, worksheets, a membership dashboard. But then in addition to this, unlike our competitors, they get access to peer mentorship, which is a crowd favorite amongst our community. And they get access to a small business directory that gives them access to things like graphic design and web design needs. This is Tiedra Jackson. She was a part of our pilot program this past spring that was full of 15 women. And she has a blog called King's Kid. She wanted to be able to grow her community more. And so she came in, she thought about this self-improvement initiative, and she brainstormed it with our peer network group and was able to grow her email list by 37% because she walked away with a month full of video content. We want other women in our community, starting with our podcast listeners and our email subscribers, to experience the kind of success and support that she did. But then we want to expand to the larger entrepreneurial community by going through guest podcasting, social media campaigns, affiliate marketing, and doing product mailers to other women who are already purchasing things that we're offering. We're asking for $200,000 to help with our marketing initiatives, to upgrade our membership platform, and to enhance our operations. Activate is on a mission to help more women of faith in business move from idea to action, and we hope you'll join us with this initiative. Thank you.
Thanks, Brieanna. I would be curious, what do you feel the strengths of your team that you have around you are right now, and what would your next hire be if you're able?
Absolutely. So the strengths of my team is definitely our communications and our marketing, which is something that obviously is really important when you're operating in business. One of the women that we're working with, our business advisor, she has worked with a lot of sponsorships. And so when I talked about that affiliate marketing piece, that kind of tied in because we're hoping to partner with brands like MailChimp, Stripe, and other organizations to offer unique content to our community and then allow that to be a incentive for new people to sign up.
Your platform is faith-based.
Yes.
And so how does that integrate into your recruitment? And, is it a particular faith? Is it, how does someone join? Is it, is it a certain faith, a certain sector?
So we market to, the people in our community. So even the way that this Activate platform started was that I have a podcast called the Black Girls of Purpose podcast, and we do Bible studies every week. So it's women of the Christian faith. We do Bible studies every week, and I was doing a podcast episode or a podcast series called Activate, and I was just talking about the ways that I was activating my faith, moving forward in my business. And a lot of women were messaging me and saying, hey, Bree, I'm starting the business too. I'm starting the podcast. I'm starting the blog. And so I saw an opportunity to turn it into this larger initiative where more women were having the support and the accountability that they need. And so a lot of the people who are in our community actually come from our podcast listeners and then people who are already on our email list previously.
Okay, thank you.
I just have a question. Now, with your initiative, what areas of education will you be addressing?
We'll be specifically focusing on a lot of content development, because when we did our pilot program, I noticed that the people who had the most success out of that 15 women were people who were authors, bloggers, fellow podcasters. So focusing on things like how to develop an idea for your content, and then also how to be consistent with it. I actually just recorded a training this week on putting systems in place that will allow you to be consistent. Because what I have seen is that sometimes people will launch a podcast and then they'll put 4 episodes up and they'll stop just because they didn't think enough through what it is that they actually want to implement on their podcast or talk about on their podcast. And then it kind of goes back to that 42% of businesses fail because there's no market need. Like, people aren't realizing that sometimes they have an idea for something, but that's not something that people are actually interested in learning. So talking about marketing, talking about content development, and then talking about consistency are really important pieces. And then we also will partner with other people, like I said, hopefully with a MailChimp or a Stripe, when we can talk about things on how to monetize your content.
Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com. Select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you love, and don't forget to leave feedback and/or hype comments for our founders.